2015 is finally here. The people of Chippawa are celebrating the only way they know how to, at the 4th annual Polar Bear Dip.
Chippawa rock the dogs!
We are expecting a large crowd. The highest we've had is 97, and I'm thinking we're probably going to end up around 120, 125.
That is a great turnout. Now, how does the Polar Bear Dip work? Is there any rules to this?
Yeah, we actually have some fairly outlined ways of going at it, but they're basically suggestions. Obviously, people are in costume, and there's prizes for the costumes. The idea is really to get people up and moving. It's part of our mandate to provide facilities and events that do just that.
And what are you raising money for today?
It's to raise funds for our new project here, which is to renovate the existing Chippawa boat ramp with our partner, City of Niagara Falls.
And can you tell me when that boat ramp is expected to be completed?
Our portion of the project should be completed by the spring, and we're about a third of the way through. We've got our pilings and our cross members in. It'll start to be decked in about 2 weeks' time. They'll start to deck it, and you'll start to see that happening. The upland, the city will be getting to that into the new year, and generally these projects take around 12 months to evolve.
Now, Jay, will you be taking the plunge today?
Absolutely. I go every year, and you don't want to put one of these things on and not go, or you never live it down. And it is crazy. It's one of those things that it's as crazy as it looks.
Chippawa rock the dogs! Yeah!
All right, Eddie, that was amazing. How are you feeling right now?
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous.
So I know you were here last year. You jumped in twice. How many times this year did you make it in?
Maybe 3 times today. They don't let me go 3 times. So.
Well, you beat last year. So now I saw you doing the backstroke out there. What's your favorite technique?
Just in, out, up, down, all around.
If this was an Olympic sport, would you represent Canada?
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Now, for something like this, I've seen you walking around shirtless all morning. How do you prepare for something like this?
Well, actually, I usually take my dogs for a walk around a block in just my shorts and, a little conditioning, cold shower,
All right, so you guys are quite the team out there. Describe the feeling when you first jumped in.
It was wild, man. It was like icicles down the shirt.
So what type of mind frame do you have to be in to take that plunge?
Well, I was pretty fired up to just jump in. She was like tiptoeing in there, so I'm staying motivated to get in that water.
Now, Doug, is this your first year?
It is, yeah.
Right. And now would you ever do it again?
Oh, 100%. I'm here next year, definitely.
Describe the feeling when you first jumped in today.
It was a little bit of a culture shock. The wear was cold, but when you hopped in and when you stood back up, it was like, oh, then you really noticed how cold it was.
Now, is this your first year participating?
Yes, it is.
Would you ever do it again?
Yes, and even my son said to me, if you do it next year, he's coming in too, so I guess I'm looking forward to it.
Irene, how are you feeling right now?
Cold. Really cold.
Where's your sweatshirt?
Cold and wet. Damp. I have my coat, but...
So is this your first year?
Yes, and I was terrified. I woke up and I'm like, I don't want to leave my bed. I'm like, Mom, don't make me go.
Did you go fully in, right under?
I went right under, and then I went around, and they're like, you don't have to go around. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, so I got stuck because it's deep. And I'm like, I can't move.
So would you do it again next year?
I think so. Maybe if I'm more comfortable with it. So I'm like, yeah, maybe.
What is the ultimate goal of the dock project?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to provide kind of an all-purpose endeavor here where we already know that the ramp is well used. We're tripling up the width of the ramp, so it'll be easier to use for the boaters. But at the same time, we want to provide a good walking destination. We've got the children's playground here, with emergency services, and just in general, build more of a park-like atmosphere here and kind of repurpose or add purpose to what's going on here now.
The 4th annual Polar Bear Dip has come to a close, with over 100 brave individuals taking the plunge. For more information on stories like this, visit our Facebook page. In Chippawa, reporting for The Source, I'm Norah-Jean Howard.